Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look again on the gold market. So you can see market stands in a tight range as well as on the euro currency, and actually the whole week it was relatively boring action. This market had made a few attempts to move higher, but all of them were unsuccessful. In general, market was forming tight consolidation after the drop without any attempt to reverse the situation. It means that this impact was really fundamental, and the performance that we see currently mostly will be just a retracement. Hardly it will be some starting of the new upward trend, on daily chart or something of that sort. Still, some stronger upward retracement is still possible. This market stands at the support area without any attempt to move lower, although it also was possible. This market now is not at oversold. You can see here its market stands tight with the same lows within the 4 sessions, and suggests that maybe upward action could happen. So in general, we just have few moments to discuss, and first of all, the pattern that we discussed recently. So this is the grabber. If you remember, yesterday we talked about the possible patterns, what we could consider, and we said that, well, for a long term, for a bullish entry, for a long entry, let's wait for a 4-hour time frame chart, because here we have signs of the bearish dynamic pressures. Market was standing flat, and we said that if you would like to go long, well, wait at least for a grabber. Maybe it will be formed, that will give you at least some confidence, at least some support to your idea if you would like to buy. So and indeed, you can see this pattern has happened, has been formed. So currently, for example, you could use the lows of this pattern if you would like to go long on the gold market. This will be at least something. But to be honest, guys, the overall trading context here stands not very attractive. As on the gold, as on the euro currency market, price action is very heavy, without any direction, so no activity stands on the market. And this environment always, well, not very fascinating. You're watching on the market and see that almost no patterns you have. Some maybe very short-term setups on the hourly chart or in lower time frames you could get, but you have nothing on the daily and 4-hour time frame chart. And that makes overall trading process is a bit boring and tricky. So because you don't have the real confirmation of your ideas that you have. That's why we could operate only with the just few patterns that we have, and if it will be acceptable to you, you could think about trading this setup. And one of them is a grabber that finally has been formed here on the 4-hour time frame chart. So trend here stands bullish. On the hourly chart, here is still unclear what the direction market could choose. So initially, we talked about the 3 drive pattern. So you could see this first drive, as I said, second, right here, and third is a crossing of the 127 of the second, 1618 of the third. And this picture is still theoretically valid here. It also could be butterfly can be drawn here, that we discussed. But since we have the grabber currently, this is the alternative scenario that I also show you here. A grabber low stands right here, and if you take the position based on the grabber, that simultaneously you could use the same steps for the butterfly, because actually invalidation point of the butterfly stands below this area. And if it's indeed gold will make the attempt to go higher, right, the third drive stop probably will be destroyed. This market will take it out of the stop based on the grabber, and based on the butterfly it could proceed higher. Actually, on the euro currency we have the very similar setup. So there as well, I'm not sure that euro currency is going low in nearest few hours, and I'm more tending to idea that another upward swing could be formed here. On the gold currently as well, so we have the grabber, market stands tight above the support area, so without any attempt to break it, can keep moving down. With the 3 drive, it usually happens faster. It's too extended second drive in the current situation. And you can see this market currently standing higher, so that's actually at least some background that you could try to use for trading. Besides, stop could be placed very tight, and that's another additional advantage in the current situation. So that's what we have currently on the gold. If you would like to take the long position, you could use the grabber and this potential butterfly with upward action right to the 18 even resistance. If you'd like to go short, well, theoretically you could try to follow the same three drive pattern that we have, but currently this background, this stop becomes weaker just because we have a grabber on the follow time frame chart and suggests taking out of the stop, and it's potentially pattern that could destroy the three drive. And in the current environment, taking the short position right now looks not as attractive as it was a couple of days ago. So by this view, I would say two things. First of all, this overall context lens very weak, and personally I'm not really fascinating with the trading right now on the gold market in general. Second, if you still would like to trade, I think that the bullish position currently has more background than the bearish one. So personally, I wouldn't consider taking of the short position right now.